Hello everyone. Now we will start in this lecture the combinational logic circuit. And the topic we will discuss in this lecture is combinational logic circuit. Combinational logic circuit. So basically, what is combinational logic circuit? If you are giving input to some gates, and after that whatever input you are providing at any instant of time, according to that you will get the output. For example, right now you are providing input to AND gate. This is the structure of AND gate, and you are providing two input, small a and small b, and after providing input you will get answer a dot b. Dot basically represent the AND operation between input. So a dot b, this output you will get it, right? But before completing the definition of combinational logic circuit, we will also discuss the definition of sequential logic circuit, because the comparison between combinational logic circuit and sequential logic circuit basically define the basic understanding about the combinational logic circuit. For example, see, this is your sequential logic circuit, right? So in a sequential logic circuit, we will take the same example. You are providing input to gates, to AND gate, and you are giving input small a and small b, and output is a dot b, right? But in a sequential logic circuit, we can use this output as an input to other gate, and a dot b we are again giving as an input to second number gate, and the second input is C. Now your output is A dot B dot C. So what I am saying in this definition, in a combination logic circuit, when you are giving input to gate, then you will get output A dot B, but that output you cannot use as an input into another circuit. Why? Because combination logic circuit are memoryless logic circuit. So you cannot store the output. That's why you cannot use that output into another circuit. And whatever input you are providing at any instant of time, according to that you will get the output. But in a sequential logic circuit, what we are doing, we are giving input to first number gate. This is your first number AND gate, and this is your second number AND gate. So for the first number AND gate, we are giving input A and B, and you are getting output A dot B. And second input is small c. Now the final outcome is A dot B dot C. So basically A dot B, this is your output. So this output we are using as an input to the another circuit. Or we can say that in the particular example, your A dot B is your output, and you are giving as an input to second number AND gate, and your final outcome is A dot B dot C. So this is the basic difference. In a combination logic circuit, we cannot use this output because combination logic circuit are memoryless circuit. We cannot store this output. That's why we cannot use into another circuit. But in a sequential logic circuit, you can use the output as an input to another circuit for generate the next outcome. So because sequential logic circuit have a memory, they can store memory. They have a memory element, so they can store the output. Or these output we can use into another circuit. So this is the basic difference between combination logic circuit and sequential logic circuit. And I hope you understand the definition of combination logic circuit also. Means whatever input you are providing at any instant of time, according to that you will get the output. So this is the definition of combination logic circuit and sequential logic circuit. Now we will discuss about the logical expression. So logical expression into that, basically you will express by using two ways, SOP and second one is POS. What is SOP? SOP is your sum of product form, and second one is POS. This is your product of sum form. So basically, you can represent your logical expression into that by using two ways. First one is SOP, this is your sum of product form, and second one is POS, that is your product of sum form. So we will take one example for expression into SOP. So first we are taking example for SOP. equal to A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. This is your SOP form. SOP means sum of the product. So in this example you can see this is the logical expression. We can represent your logical expression into SOP form or POS form. So first we are taking example for the SOP. In SOP form you can see the logical expression y represent the output, and these are the literals A, B, B, C and C. So A, B and C. So basically in this logical expression you are using three literals and y represent the output. Then you can see in this example this is your product term A dot B, this is your second product term B dot C, and this is your third product term C dot A. So basically you are performing the ORing operation of the product. So you are adding basically all the product term into SOP form. So here this is your first product term, this is your second, and this is your third product term. So basically we are adding all the product terms. So this is your SOP format. Now we will see the example of POS. A plus B dot B plus C dot C plus A. This form is your POS form. Product of sum. So these are your sum terms. First one, second one and third one. So basically here you are performing the ANDing operation of the sum terms. This is your first sum terms, this is your second sum terms, and this is your third sum term. And you are performing the ANDing operation on the sum term. So this is your POS form. So logical expression we can represent by using two form. First one is SOP and second one is POS. Sum of product form you can see here we are performing the ORing operation on the product term, and in POS form we are performing the ANDing operation of the sum term. So this is the SOP or POS form. Now we will discuss about the standard SOP form. Standard SOP and standard POS form. So we have seen what is SOP and what is POS form. In SOP form, for example, this is your example y is equal to A dot B plus ABC plus CA. First we have to understand the definition of standard SOP or POS form. Standard means the logical expression. In the logical expression, every term, whatever term you are using, whether you are talking about the SOP or whether you are talking about the POS, every term contains all the literals. So this is the standard SOP format, right? So first we are taking example y equal to A dot B plus ABC plus CA. This is your logical expression. Then according to the definition, what we are saying in the standard SOP format, first we are talking about the standard SOP, right? Standard SOP format, in a logical expression, every term contains all the literals, right? So you can see in this example, this is your SOP form example, SOP form logical expression, because y equal to A dot B plus ABC plus CA means here you are performing the ORing operation, right? We are not making circle because this represents the XOR gate. So basically you are performing the ORing operation on the product term, right? So that's why we are saying this is SOP form. But this is not a standard SOP. Why? Because every product term doesn't contain all the literals. And the second thing is that every term should contain all the literals. It doesn't matter it contain into the uncomplemented form or complemented form, right? So y equal to AB. First we are taking example this is your first product term AB, and in this logical expression you can see basically three literals you are using. What? A, B and C. So in this logical expression how many literals you are using? Three literals, and that is A, B and C. Now we will see the logical expression y equal to A dot B. So we are taking first term. This is your first product term A dot B. In this term you can see C is missing, right? And in the second term ABC, all the literals are present and C, B is missing. then how you will convert into standard SOP format. So for that, what we are doing, A dot B. Suppose B is missing. This is the first product term, and here B is missing. So what you will do, you are performing ANDing operation. First you have to form the term, and how you will form the term? By performing the OR operation of the complemented and uncomplemented of the missing literals. So like that you will form the term, and after that you will perform the AND operation with the product term. Clear? Then A B dot C plus C complement. Why we are doing this? Because in this product term C is missing, and we wanted to convert that SOP format into a standard SOP format. So how we will convert? For conversion into the standard SOP format, we will perform the ANDing operation with the literals, missing literals. But first we have to form the term. And how we will form the term? For forming the term, we will perform the ORing operation between the C and C complement. It means C is your missing literals. So we are performing the ANDing operation. First we are making the term, and how we are making term? By performing the ORing operation with the uncomplemented and complemented form of the missing literals. So your missing literal is C. So how we are making this term? C plus C complement. And after forming this term, we will perform the ANDing operation with the product term. So like that we will write this product term, A dot B dot bracket C plus C complement. Now second term is complete because second product term contains all the literals, right? And in third term C. So in C, this product term basically B is missing. So we are making term by B plus B complement, means we are performing ORing operation with the uncomplemented and complemented form of the missing literal, and after that we will perform the ANDing operation with the product term. Now we will solve this logical expression. So y equal to A dot B dot C plus AB dot C complement, right? Plus this product term we will write as it is, ABC, plus now we will perform the ANDing operation with the product term and with this term. So you will get again ABC plus AB complement C, right? So after simplification you will get this logical expression. So now our third step is, whatever redundant term we will get it after solving or after simplification of the logical expression, we will remove these redundant terms, right? So in this logical expression you can see this is your first term ABC, then second term is ABC complement, plus third term is ABC, plus next term is ABC again, and last term is AB complement C. Now you can see this ABC, and this ABC. So basically this is a redundant term, so we will write only one time, that is ABC, plus next term is ABC complement, plus next term is AB complement C. Now you can see in this example this is a standard SOP form, because every product term contains all the literals, and it doesn't matter you are containing literals into the complement form or into the uncomplement form, but you should have all the literals, means every product term should have all the literals. So this is our standard SOP format, right? Now we will take example for product of sum form. So first we will write the example for POS. And what is POS? POS means product of sum form. So basically we are performing the ANDing operation between the sum term. So this is your logical expression, A plus B dot B plus C dot A plus C, right? So first you have to identify, means this is a standard POS form or non-standard POS form. So for this we will take first product term, and in that term first we have to see the logical expression. In your logical expression you can see basically you are using three A plus B. In this term basically C is missing. So after that, without seeing after expression or after terms, we can say that here this is not a POS, standard POS format. So we have to convert this expression into standard POS format, right? So in this term A plus B C is missing, in this term B plus C A is missing, or in this term A plus C B is missing. Then first we have to make the term, and how you will make the term? Here we are performing the ANDing operation between the complement or uncomplemented form of the missing literal. So A plus B dot C complement. Clear? Then plus A plus B plus C complement. Means ORing operation, dot B plus C plus A complement. Because in the second term capital A is missing, so that's why we are performing the ANDing operation between the complemented and uncomplemented form of the missing literals, and that product term basically we will add with the our sum terms. Now A plus C plus B complement. Clear? Now we will simplify this logical expression. So A plus B plus C dot A plus B plus C complement dot B plus C plus A, then B plus C plus A complement, then A plus C plus B, and A plus C plus B complement, right? So after simplification of this logical expression, what we will do now in the last step, basically after simplification of the logical expression we will get the redundant term. So in the last term we will remove the redundant term. So first identify the redundant term. This is A plus B plus C. Now this is again A plus B plus C, and this is also A plus B plus C. So we will write only one time A plus B plus C. So this is your first term. Now check this term A plus B plus C complement. So this is only one term, so that's why we will write as it is A plus B plus C complement. And now the last term is, next term is B plus C plus A complement, and last term is A plus B complement plus C. Now you can see in this logical expression, this is your standard POS format, because every sum term contain every literals, right? It doesn't matter it contain into the complement form or into the uncomplement form, but every product term or every sum term contain all the letters. So this is a conversion of SOP to standard SOP or POS to standard POS. So in this lecture we will stop here, and next concept we will study into the next lecture. Thank you.